I'm Aaron.
And I'm Sharice.
And welcome back to our channel where we talk about
our journey to the farm.
Yay! So it's been a while since we actually made a video. It's been, what, maybe 4 months?
Yeah.
Basically things got a little bit busy with our rotations and we finally have time to make a video right now.
Yeah.
And so since the last time we made a video, we completed 2 other rotations, which this is what this video is going to be about. And so we're just going to try to do this quickly and efficiently. You know, give us like a clinical pearl, make it really quick, simple. But yeah, so we'll just get started. My 2 rotations that I completed since the last time we made a video was my ambulatory care, so an anti-coag clinic, and then I had my Rite Aid rotation, retail, community pharmacy kind of thing.
And my 2 rotations were the same as Aaron. Well, the first one, so my first, what was it, number 4?
Number 4.
Block 4, it was an AM care rotation also, but it was also anti-coag. And then I did another AM care rotation. I was in an outpatient clinic and we did a bunch of different things, but we can go more into that later.
Yay! So we'll just talk about the first one that we finished, which is the anti-coag clinic, which we are doing kind of the same rotations, kind of same hospital.
Yeah. Together, but not.
You know. So we'll just talk about our experience. So I was up at one of the hospitals doing the anti-coag clinic, and it was I think it was pretty interesting to be in that kind of setting because it's more hands-on with the patients and managing their warfarin and checking their blood and INR. And so I thought it was really different to be in that fast-paced environment where we were seeing patients every 15 minutes and then having to come up with a decision on their warfarin within that 15-minute time frame. So I thought it was really interesting to see how the pharmacist did that in those clinic settings.
Yeah, I agree. So did the same thing Aaron did. So we managed people's warfarin, anti-coags, checked their blood INRs and all of that. I really liked it because it's like super patient interaction. But it was different from what I was coming from. Like I wasn't really used to like having to sit in a room with a patient and interview them by ourselves. And then having to make that quick decision also. And then sounding confident with your decision and being okay with like making that decision for the patient. So I thought it was really interesting. It was different from what I was doing before.
And I think ours was pretty different in that she was by herself for her clinic visits, but then I was always with my preceptor and they were always in the room, and so I think we got different perspectives with how we dosed their warfarin and made our decision.
Yeah, it was kind of scary having to be into that, but I mean you get used to it. I think the biggest thing I was scared of was like not being able to answer whatever questions they had for me. Like sometimes like patient interviews can like take a turn in a way that you don't really expect. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be about their anti-coag sometimes with the patient. So that was the scarier part for me.
Yeah. But overall, towards the end I kind of liked the rotation. The beginning I was kind of unsure just because of it was different than inpatient. But towards the end it became a lot better.
I agree.
So what did you like most about that rotation?
Patient interaction, you're super hands-on. What I didn't like as much is like how quickly you had to see the patients, and it was like really fast turnaround rate, like 15 minutes. You gotta get them in and out within that 15 minutes. So it was really hard. Like sometimes it gets stressful falling behind sometimes.
I guess what I liked is how I was able to get that different perspective in the outpatient setting, because I'm used to getting warfarin, INRs every single day, and to go from like every day to like once every like 2 weeks, that's kind of scary for me just because you don't see what's happening when you change up their warfarin dose. But I think that's what I liked about it, getting that new perspective. So quick, super efficient. Next one we're gonna talk about.
On to the next one.
Rotation 5. So that was my Rite Aid rotation, and your.
I had another AMCare rotation in an outpatient clinic.
You want to start with this one?
Sure. So this one was different. So I just came from another AMCare rotation. I was like, oh my god, is it gonna be the same? But no. This was actually interesting because this was my off block technically, but I decided to forego that off block and do another rotation. I did an APPE rotation, but this one was awesome because it was focused on mental health patients. So I dealt with a lot of patients dealing with depression and anxiety, and I absolutely loved it. It was so different. Like the clinic was completely different. So then like our patient appointments were like an hour long, so we can talk about whatever we want to talk about and not feel rushed with having to make decisions. And I got to work with the patients before my appointment, so that was always really nice because I was prepared before going in. It was super efficient. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
How was yours?
My rotation was interesting. So I was at Rite Aid, but my rotation wasn't really doing that community pharmacy kind of thing, or retail kind of experience that you know about. So like counting pills, counting patients. Mine was basically performing MTMs or medication therapy management. So I just had a whole bunch of phone calls about adherence, basically doing a lot of med recs, going through their medication list, looking at disease states and seeing what they should be on, what they shouldn't be on. That was literally all it was. My office space was actually inside the retail pharmacy, so that is where it got a little bit interesting because I wasn't technically on that community pharmacy retail rotation, and so just got kind of interesting when patients stared at me, wondering why I'm not helping them out when I physically was not allowed to, just because I wasn't trained on the register, wasn't trained on their system, so I couldn't do anything to help them. And I think that was just the interesting part of it. And I don't know, yeah, that was just an interesting rotation to be a part of. But I think I was able to sort of observe the other pharmacists and seeing how stressful it can be, because a lot of times they were down techs and they have to really take over the workload, and I think I got a glimpse of everything without actually being in it.
Yeah.
So
Not being involved.
Yeah, I guess if anything, that's the good thing about it. So I have an idea. Like I was like, oh my gosh,
that sucks.
that really happening, but that's what happened. Yeah.
Two very different
Yeah,
rotations
very
from each
different.
other.
So, did you talk about what you liked about yours?
No.
Okay, what did
You.
you? Oh, what I liked about
name
mine.
one thing.
So one thing this is what we talked about last time with the tips about being on rotation. You can always turn things around. If you don't like the rotation, it's all about making the best of it. I think the best thing that I learned from the rotation is actually not from the rotation itself, but about life as a pharmacist. I got a lot of sort of life advice from the pharmacists that were on duty, from the pharmacy manager. Make sure to get your liability insurance when you graduate, because that's really important. I guess like those kind of life skills, those are the most important things I took away from that rotation.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
See, you always
There's
can
always
learn.
something to learn.
Yeah.
Regardless of what rotation.
Yeah. What about you?
Oh god, I loved everything about it. It was such a good rotation. One of the biggest thing I learned, well, I was dealing mostly with patients that had mental health, depression and anxiety mostly. But the biggest thing I took from that was like, at first I was a little bit uncomfortable interviewing patients at first because you are talking about like their mood and how they're feeling. But a lot of the times these people just want to, they are okay with talking about it. They're open about what they're experiencing. So I think the biggest thing is like not to be afraid. Probe a little bit more with your patients. Don't be so hesitant on asking questions. Of course, you have to make sure you're asking it appropriately, but once you get that down, just don't be afraid. Because you're there to help, and they know you're there to help, so just let them know that if they do get offended, like, oh, I'm only asking because I care, and you want to make sure that you're treated appropriately. So that was the biggest thing. Just don't be afraid.
Yay! So that was really quick and efficient.
Yeah, wow, I wasn't expecting that.
I hope it's still recording at this point, but are we gonna do our segment?
Yeah. What is
Okay.
it called again? Wow, we haven't done this in
What
so
was it?
long.
Three.
Oh. Happy on our APPE.
So what made you happy, girl?
Oh god. Okay, so for block 4, happy on my APPE was being able to do topic discussions.
Oh my
This
god,
yay!
yes!
It was so fun. Like, and then we had some really good resumes also. it was just awesome to share the experience with him.
It was
We
great.
work really well off of each other. So
Can I take that also?
Yeah!
That's my happy
Oh my
also.
God!
Because I think that was the first time where I did topic discussions with another student.
Yeah, because usually you're alone doing it or having to lead it, and it was just nice to have someone else. And it's my friend.
Yeah, I think it takes off a lot of the pressure of
yeah.
the topic discussion. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a
Wow,
good one.
Good job.
Aw.
Wow. So, well, what was your happy on your happy for writing?
That's a good one. I think what made me happy on that rotation was that I learned more about life than I did about pharmacy. I think, like we said before, it's important, even if you don't like the rotation, you have to turn it around, make it positive. And I think the one thing I took away from it is like that life advice. Getting liability insurance after you graduate pharmacy school, that's like number one. And I learned those little like tips from the pharmacist there, and I think that's really important because I don't think you'll get that anywhere else. Yeah. But yeah, that's my happy on my happy. How about you? What's yours?
My happy on my happy. Nothing really to do with like clinical or like patient care stuff, but getting to know my preceptor, because my preceptor was actually the faculty that we had during pharmacy school, and actually getting to know a lot of the faculty outside of like school, because a lot of them work at the clinic also part-time kind of, but just getting to know them as people and like being able to call them by their first names and stuff was so cool and different. It was kind of weird at first, but just getting to know them and how amazing they are like outside of the setting, and just like really like, wow, you're a real life person and you're actually really cool and I would totally hang out with you outside of this. So yeah, that just made me really happy, just getting to know them better.
That's good. Yeah. We're quick and efficient. But basically that wraps up this video. We're gonna try to make even more videos. Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
We have some ideas lined up, so hopefully we can get those sent out to y'all subscribers.
Thanks for staying, whoever's still watching.
And if you unsubscribe, subscribe back again. I mean, you're missing
Come
us,
back.
so we're great.
Please, I know.
But yeah, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to us down below. Give this video a thumbs up or a like. Did they do a thumbs up? I
think so.
Or there's a bell. Y'all supposed to hit that bell.
What's the bell?
There's a bell.
Oh, hit the bell.
Hit the bell. I don't know what it does, but hit that bell. Ooh. Hit the bell down below. But I guess that wraps up this video. So until next time, guys.
We'll see you at our next consultation.
Bye! How do we start?
What is it? We just start laughing, so we can just do it. Okay. So what was your happy? Yeah. Okay. Is it recording?
Yeah.
Oh shoot! Oh my god! I thought it wasn't. Okay.